In the beginning, gender equality was not just a dream. It was a lived reality in the Philippines. Filipino women stood as equals alongside men. Their strength and wisdom were intertwined in every strand of life. Our men did not advocate for women. They wove them into the very tapestry of the society, creating a seamless bond where neither thread could stand alone. The nation thrived with the combined strength of both. The fabric of society was stronger, more vibrant and unbreakable, for gender was not a divide, but a shared power.
In the Philippines, my people have another story of the Genesis. It is said that the birth of humanity came about when a divine intent split a single bamboo, and from it there sprang forth simultaneously a man and a woman. The woman was called Maganda, meaning beautiful, and the man was called Malakas, meaning strong. They were equal in their own way.
A fairy tale for today, waiting to be woven into the tapestry of tomorrow. But the future we desire will only come to life if we continue to carry the torch of empowerment. Let its light thread through the generations, guiding women and men alike to craft a future where the happily ever after is not just a fantasy, but a shared reality. Together, we can weave a nation where gender finds its rightful place, each strand valued and each role interwoven to form a fabric of equality and strength. This tapestry, crafted by all, will endure for all.
Welcome to this once-in-a-lifetime semi-centennial founding anniversary celebration of your Philippine Commission on Women. It has been an incredible 50 years, isn't it? And what a surreal moment we have today. We are blessed with a unique opportunity to look back at our 5 decades of unbending resolve and hard work to end women's disadvantage.
Looking back at the past 5 decades, we have witnessed remarkable progress in advancing gender equality, women's rights in the Philippines. From legal reforms to social awareness and campaigns, we have shattered glass ceilings, challenged stereotypes, and created opportunities for women to thrive in all spheres of life. But our journey is far from over.
However, this tale is not finished. It is a living, breathing tapestry constantly unfolding with every new hand that weaves its threads. The tools and hands of today may shift, but the story remains alive and ever evolving. The fabric of equality we seek is not static. It is a work in progress, stitched together by the dedication, love, and tireless efforts of each generation. This is not the end, but a call to action, a plea to every one of us to continue weaving the threads of unity, inclusivity, and equality. Each new strand adds its color, its strength, and its purpose. And as we weave together, we honor not only those who came before us, but also those who carry this story forward. For the tapestry we craft today will echo through the generations, its fibers infused with the dreams, hopes, and determination of all who dare to believe in a future where equality is not just a vision, but the very fabric of our shared humanity.
Visibility of women is the root cause of discrimination, subjugation, and we were not able to participate in the decision-making that makes the nation great. And the gender and development framework, where there are unequal relations, uneven status between men and women with regard to resources and benefits, Herstory. It's the root cause of our discrimination and invisibility in history. And that's why we are able to open our eyes to the truth that some or other women has not been heard, women's participation is not seen, but above all, the most important, mainstreaming the women's capacity for transforming society and the world.
A gender story told through pronouns. A story that began with women for women. A golden movement sparked by their strength and vision. It soon grew to include men who became allies in empowering women. Over time, the story expanded to embrace more voices and perspectives. And now, it invites us, women, men, and everyone in between, to join in as we weave the fabric of equality together. This is a story of one people, one nation, and one commission. An epitome of the bagong Pilipinas that we all aspire for, united, inclusive, and equal, from history to herstory to our story.
I always quote from my favorite chapter in the Beijing Platform for Action, paragraph 41, and I'll quote it now. And everyone has to remember this. The advancement of women and the achievement of equality between women and men are a matter of human rights and a condition for social justice, and should not be seen in isolation as a women's issue. They are the only way to build a sustainable, just, and developed society. Empowerment of women and equality between women and men are prerequisites for achieving political, social, economic, cultural, and environmental security among all peoples. So everyone has to be concerned with gender equality and women's empowerment. It is not just a women's issue.
So I'm very confident that the gender equality will stay in the Philippines because you need women to really realize the full development of the Philippines. Without women's contribution, without their energy, without their expertise, hindi uunlad itong bayan natin, no? So that's just because we need to be inclusive, no? At hindi lang women, we need to include marginalized people, indigenous people, elderly, LGBT, and all those whose voices are not so prominent.
This is the story of our time, woven from the herstory of the Filipino women and intricately intertwined with the 50-year herstory of the Philippine Commission on Women, formerly the National Commission on the Role of Filipino Women. Crafted out of threads of liberal and left-of-center feminism, the Commission is the finished fabric of the Philippine women's movement, a tapestry of resilience, stitched together through generations of struggle against pain of foreign colonization, the changing times, and deeply ingrained cultural practices and biases against the Filipino women. Consequently, the weaver's vision to regain the power that Filipino women once held, reclaim their place in society, and restore their equal status with men was carefully interlaced with the mandate of the NCRFW, now PCW. Half a century after its establishment as Asia's first national women's machinery in 1975, the Commission is currently spinning a golden yarn to carry forward its legacy of leading progress, championing women, and weaving a brighter future for bagong Pilipinas.
The NCRFW was created before the first World Conference on Women in Mexico in 1975. That was so that when we went to Mexico, we already had the commission. So that was quite a breakthrough.
During the Balikatan days, the first part of the life of NCRFW, we were basically working with chief executives, local chief executives. Kasi balikatan noon eh. So, ang target namin noon kasi yung mga kababaihan, lalo na sa mga syudad at saka sa mga lalawigan, ay tulungan na maging empowered.
Personal role is right after I reported to Senator Shahani that it's too late for us to influence the plan as a whole. The first thing she asked me was, get in touch with Win Munsod and I just want one statement on the macro level. Then she came to my office and composed the statement, and between the two of us, we sort of edited it. And then she said, go and see Winnie Munsod personally and give her this statement.
So, if you see the medium-term plan, in the general provisions, there is a statement to the effect that women who constitute half of the nation's population should be mobilized for development. You have to be present in major documents. Otherwise, you see, there is no mandate from which you can draw, see, programs and projects.
The Philippine Development Plan for Women, which we launched today, is a major instrument for government action on the equality and development of women. I do not want it said with any degree of credibility that under a woman president, the situation of Filipino women did not improve significantly.
As the master weaver of the fabric of gender equality and women empowerment in the Philippines, the PCW is committed to continuing the tale of the Filipino women, one that may be as old as time, yet whose ripple effect endures like a timeless rhyme.
We're beefing up on our media liaison, and also we're very strong in terms of advocacy for a legislative agenda for women. Of course, we're also still continuing the strengthening of the focal point mechanism in all the line agencies. We feel that it's very important. After we're all gone, we hope these focal points will still be there.
The Great Women Project is a joint endeavor of the Philippine and Canadian governments to support and promote the economic empowerment of women through developing and enhancing the capacity of its national and local partners and improving the enabling environment for women's economic empowerment. It is expected to enhance condition and capacity of women's enterprises and economically empower women.
A story of unity where the PCW skillfully threads the needle, connecting national government agencies, non-governmental organizations, local government units, international communities, business entities, media organizations, and all sectors of society to weave the first strand of a stronger, collective tapestry of efforts. A story where women, through the hands of countless weavers and reweavers of the advocacy, are not only woven into the fabric of development processes, but are finally included and assigned roles, responsibilities, and expectations along with men, interlacing diverse voices to unravel the old threads of disempowerment and inequality, creating a stronger, more inclusive tapestry of progress. A story where all Filipinos, women and girls, men and boys, privileged and marginalized, are crafting strength and resilience from each other, threading dreams and aspirations side by side, and intertwining their steps toward a future Philippines, a country where no one is left behind. A nation where every fiber of society is valued, where equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal protection are seamlessly interwoven, just as they were in the rich, inclusive patterns of our pre-colonial past.
So gusto kong ipamahagi rin sa inyo na continue to let your light shine and keep your light burning. Despite all the disasters around us, despite all the gloom, despite all the failures that you see around, remember that you have the light within you and keep it shining for others. Happy Golden Anniversary, PCW.
On the occasion of the 50th founding anniversary of the Philippine Commission on Women, I would like to congratulate the brave, courageous men and women of PCW for having reached this very important milestone. Continue to be a significant influence in the lives of women and children in our country. Persevere to become a very strong institution. Try to connect with civil society organization and the women's movement in order to organize women, empower women to claim their rights and work for an inclusive, just, democratic Philippine society.
This is the story of one people, one nation, and one commission. A woven tapestry of legacy, from history to herstory to our story. This national narrative is a patchwork of interconnected threads, crafted for all Filipinos, all generations, and all genders. This is our Philippine Commission on Women. 5 decades on, and yet we have only just begun.